does well. I know there was a couple classes, like a math and English class, that they needed from there, and I talked to them, and they said they could take
you can,
math
some of
and
that stuff
English
will take up there.
Yeah. So.
And you can take some of the general, because you got to get breath. You got to take some of the general stuff.
Yeah, like you said, math is math. 101 is the same over. So, yeah, so we were considering taking at least those classes.
At least get them so used to the next step. It's tough. And it's different.
I got an interview for a new restaurant going on up in South Haven. It's called Casey. Somewhere down where the lake is. And
hey, Katie! I mean, if you don't know anything, it's tough. They, a lot of guys did dishwashing now. And then, you fill in for the prep work after you clean up. So it's not, and even in the school, they talk about, what do they call it? Paying your dues, where you gotta take the garbage. You gotta take the garbage out quite a few times and learn that kind of part of it before you step up.
Yeah, it was a perfect job for him, but I seen it back in like February, and that was up at the resort up in Baldwin.
Oh wow!
And basically, what it was is he would be the prep person, and when they didn't need prep, he'd be like doing yard work.
Oh yeah, right. We took a visit up there. Beautiful.
Yeah. Jeez. But it was a full-time job or whatever. They needed somebody back then, so he wasn't graduated.
Do it, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but that would have been, perfect.
Yeah, right. Up north, you love that. Well, I'll talk.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Make sure that Josh posts this stuff on YouTube, because he has some, he's got a YouTube account, and I'm sure people would love to see that. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we create quite a ruckus during fourth hour. The Ghost Dances, that's a piece about Native Americans and obviously war. And really, really cool piece. We were talking about it quite a bit. We were working on it at the beginning of it. The Shenandoah, Miss Amon picked that one, and we talked after band festival. One of the judges wanted us to play something a little bit more mellow to find our softer side. And I think they did a great job of that. And then we always play Sousa at the spring concert because I think, it's me. I played Sousa when I was in high school, so therefore I think every high school band should play Sousa. So, it's senior recognition time. And we're going to have them come down here in front. Could we have the house lights up, please, Mr. Keach? Because we're going to have a lot of room on stage. We're going to recognize our seniors tonight. They're not actually going to get to take their blankets with them because they have one more required performance on Saturday at Blossom Time. And then they will get to take their blankets with them next week on Monday. In recognition of achievement in high school band and of successful participation in band continuously since 5th grade at Coloma or as a transfer from another school, and with no unexcused performance absences, seniors meeting those requirements will receive their senior band blanket. And we have 17 seniors, and I know they have some bios listed in the program. And when I give them the questionnaire, and I was reading, it was kind of funny, I think 4 of them put Mrs. T's palm speech is their memory. And I'm like, all right, that's okay. And one kid was like, well, I didn't know Mrs. Thomas was nice until she said something nice to me or something. I'm like, oh, golly. So anyway, I learned a lot from the seniors when they said these things. These kids have done a lot. We're going to bring them all up, and I think we should applaud for every single one of them. We're missing Amanda Conrad tonight. She had a death in her family, and we're sorry that she couldn't be with us tonight. And in alphabetical order, we then proceed with Trent Dow, trombone player. Make your way up front, please. And Megan Garrett, flute player, color guard, captain. Michelle Griffin is clarinet. Trevor Green, trumpet player. Carrie Jarvis, French horn. Isabel Canivas, percussionist, drumming. Nate Lambros, tenor sax. Mark Little, trumpet. Cody Mazickian, trombone. Tiana Corford, alto sax.
See if you can get some pictures of them.
Brittany Rance, clarinet. Josh Gray, trombone. Caitlin Roscoe, percussion. Connor Spickin, oboe. Sarah Solomon, flute, piccolo. David Watkins, trumpet.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
To the class 2013. Here's some memories I have of you. Don't worry, everybody, I'll keep it short because I know we're in the sauna here. You guys were in the 4th grade when I started teaching at Coloma so many years ago, 9 years ago. You've received consecutive 1st division ratings throughout high school, marching band and concert band. You 17 seniors began as 55 5th graders. You've marched at 19 home football games, 4 marching band festivals, 8 invitationals, 6 concert festivals, over 140 hours of band camp. You performed in 20 parades, and some year I will figure out the mileage for all of that, because that would be very funny. Over 132 hours of evening rehearsal for marching band. Many of you have participated in Band Day at Western, Solo Ensemble Festival, Jazz Band. Many of you went on the Disney trip last year. You've had a lot of great memories. It's been quite a ride. I've seen you from when you were, believe it or not, shorter than me to now taller than me. And every time I look at a 5th grader, it's just like you blink and they turn into this. And all of you parents have told me my own daughter I pretty much blinked and now she's 4. So I know what you mean. It's been great. And I can't thank you enough for all of your hard work and putting up with me and the one more time and you know, all that stuff. Because one more time turns into 20 more.
That's all right, because you put up with us.
So I need to have the recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award come over here. And that person is voted on also by the high school band. And the John Philip Sousa Award reads as this: in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit and loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. And this person has played at least 3 different instruments in high school band. Barry sax, tenor sax, and clarinet. Michelle Griffini is here. Keep the joke one more time. It does have her name on it. Goodness gracious. You know, all these seniors have done so many important things. They're from so many important sections. And, you know, I tell the high school band every year when I give them the handbook, you know, we're going to have the best marching season yet. And if I didn't say that, it wouldn't be awesome. And I'm glad these guys have been there to do it all. So I'd just like to say a big thank you. And I don't have any other announcements because we're about done. So I think you want the podium.
Hi, I'm Isabel, the senior drum major at Coloma, and I want to speak on behalf of all the seniors, Ms. Thomas, from the 1,000,001 one more times to the just countless times where you're just telling us to do better and everything like that. It's just been a great experience for all of us, and I know all of us seniors think that, you know, the band couldn't function without us because we're awesome, but, you know, it really doesn't function without you because you're the one who puts all the effort into it. So, on behalf of that, we got you a card. We all put a little something. We actually signed it, made it all personal, and we also put in there.
Did you do that? I didn't know that.
Man, yeah, we got ways.
Usually, I know when they're doing all this stuff.
But you know,
that also.
yes, exactly. But so inside, we wanted to help put money toward a new stool for your new band room because you gotta have a new stool. So we have a Visa gift card in there, so you can spend money and you can spend it on yourself, or it doesn't matter. But we also got you chocolates for all the stress that we put you through, but they're probably melted by now because it's so hot here. And then Mr. Keach and Miss Sadamon, where are you at? We have stuff for you too. So
Oh, you better come on.
Mr. Keach, countless hours, we've been copying tons and tons of extra copies of music that he always says he's going to yell at us for. And Miss St. Amand did a great job this year, and we loved having her here. So we got her and him pictures of the seniors from band camp, and we all signed them just to make, so you can never forget the class 2013.
Well, thank you very much. Now, before we play our last piece and before you head back up, the last piece in your program has been over a year, I believe, David, that you've been coming up with this. This is the first time that I've ever had a student compose a piece for the whole band. Woo! And you are going to hear the first performance of it tonight. And if you are lucky enough to be at graduation, you'll get to hear it again. It's really cool. David is going to conduct it. He wrote it. And I don't know what he was thinking when he wrote it. I'm going to let him tell you a couple things about it. I visualize a video game every time I do this. I visualize all of these like Star Wars-ish things going off, Star Trek, all that kind of stuff. But it was before we did that show, so I don't know where his influence came from, but he wrote it. It's very cool. And I really hope you enjoy it. So David, why don't you say a couple things about it? And seniors, why don't you head back to your spots really quietly, okay?
Before I get to talking about the piece, our cadet teaching class, we had to write a note for you, some thank you letters, so I thought today would be a perfect timing for that. So it reads, Mrs. Thomas, I would like to take the time to thank you for doing everything you possibly can that has helped me strive toward my goals of becoming a true musician. Without you, none of it would have been possible. You are a big inspiration to me when I observe what you do. I have realized that being a musician and music teacher from 5th to 12th grade is a lot of work. You didn't have to teach 8 grades of band students, but you decided to because you know that you can get the job done while knowing that you can make a difference to so many musicians, young and old. I remember first picking up that trumpet in 4th grade. I asked myself, do I really want to go through with this? Perhaps I just wanted to play it because I thought it seemed cool to do. There was no telling me what was waiting for me down the road. As the years progressed, I realized how good I was actually getting playing that thing, so I began to enjoy it more and more. I remember back in 6th grade when we learned the U of M fight song, Go Blue. I challenged you who can play it faster. You said I won, but you were playing trombone, so I had the advantage. Nevertheless, the involvement of things like that I just said made band way more and more enjoyable. You were always there for me, to help me, to mentor me, and to encourage me to do more and more. It's now my senior year and you think I do too much. Prior to entering high school, I was unsure whether or not I wanted to continue band. I didn't want to go to that first marching band rehearsal. I was afraid of how much time it would take up in my life. Looking back now, I'm so happy that I decided to stay. My career would have gone a completely different way. Now I don't want it any other way. I want to write musical masterpieces, direct symphonies and orchestras, and travel the world and spread the sounds of music. Perform in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, and of course, teach other people the true value of music like you have done for me. As my career continues throughout my life, and its hard times and its flourishes, I'll never forget from where it all started, which was for me. Thank you.